Hello there YouTube, this is Tom Crandall from Year Mashers. Today we're taking a look at another backpack. It's by ROKA. It's what they call the Commuter Backpack. It's a 30-liter, $225 backpack. Really nice. They come in two different color styles. So this is the wolf gray. They also have one straight out black if you'd prefer that. And so I'm just gonna walk you through the bag and talk about it. Now, the first thing, this is a caveat, if it is raining, this may not be the backpack that you want to have. I did have this out in the rain, and I had some shirts sitting in the bottom of the bag, and the shirts did get damp. They didn't get totally wet, but they definitely got damp, so water did get into the bag. It was a really heavy rain, so that, you know, if it's a light rain, probably wouldn't have issues, but this one was a pretty strong downpour. And so I noticed that there was some wetness that got in here. And so they have, the front pocket is supposed to be sort of weather resistant, but it's definitely not waterproof. Same thing with the main compartment. The shirt was in the main compartment and it definitely got, I mean, it's definitely damp. So that's one thing to note. The backpack itself, they have a main pocket here in the front, and that's where you store like your keys, your wallet, things like that, easy access. And they have these really nice zipper pulls, so they use white KK zippers, and you just pull these things out. Really nice little handles on them, so it's really easy to grab, which I like. And then they use a high-vis orange, which makes things a lot easier when you're going inside the bag. It's really easy to locate stuff. They have a little key holder here, so if you have your keys, you can attach it. And what's nice is they have all these zippered section with mesh, and so that's actually pretty cool. And in the front pocket here, they have 3 zippered sections, so you have 2 mesh sections, and then you have a padded section here, so you could probably put, say, glasses, things like that. And then also another section here that you could put an iPad maybe, or something smaller computer. The other cool feature about this bag is this front section here doesn't go all the way down, so you do have sort of a deeper pocket so things won't fall out when you unzip this, which is really neat. And then on the back side, or front side of the bag, they also have this, which is convenient if you, say, have a bike helmet or something like that and you want to attach your bike helmet to the bag. And I'll just click this guy here. You could just attach it here and then attach it to one of these loops. And you can make it tighter if you needed to. But that way you can bring your helmet without putting the helmet in the bag, which I thought was sort of a nice thing. And then if you maybe have a towel or something like that, you could cinch it down with this. Also, if you have a bike light, you could put a bike light in any one of these loops. They're sort of like a rubberized material, I guess. And then the next compartment is a water. We obviously see here I had some water in there. So water definitely got in the bag in this section. But this section is for putting wet clothes in. So if you have any wet clothes or anything like that, you can put them in here, and it's supposed to protect the clothes from going into the other parts of the bag, so you don't have the wetness going in there. The next section is a little place that you can put sunglasses, and so it has this sort of microfiber material in here, so the glasses don't get all scratched up, which is nice. And again, these pulls are just really great. I love the way they did the pulls. Then the main compartment of the bag, it opens halfway, and then they have these magnets that stop the zippers from going all the way down, and they have these flaps, and you can open the flap up and then zip the zipper all the way down. So I'll do that on the other side as well. And what you're going to find is now you can lay the bag flat, and this is for more like the traveler or someone, and that way you can organize things the way you need to. So this is what it looks like, all flattened out. And again, you have some mesh pockets here with zippers, which is nice. So on this side, you have 2 mesh pockets with zippers. And the internal zipper pulls, it's sort of like a, I guess, it's just a nice pull. You don't have the hoops like you do on the outside, but you have just some material here that you can pull, really easy to grab. Really like the functionality of this. And then on the back side here, you have 2 microfiber pouches. So again, if you have something that you want to put in there, like I have an iPad here, and it will fit into the bigger pocket on the back side, which is really nice. Then the last sort of section that you have, main section here, is you have a place to put your computer. And so I have a computer here. And the nice thing about this, this compartment, when I had it, even in the rain, it didn't get wet, so my computer was saved. So it protected it a little bit, because on the back side, you didn't have any zippers at the top where rain could go through. It was a side zip. So that sort of prevented the water getting into the bag, which is ideal. And it also sits really flush up against your back, which is nice. On the sides, they have a place for water bottles. So I have a smaller water bottle here that I put in, and then a little bit bigger one on the other side. So you can see sort of the size comparison here. And so these are pretty deep pockets. But then if you don't have water bottles and you wanted maybe to have some other storage options, both sides zip out, and so you have a little pocket and a little mesh pocket over here. I'm not sure exactly what I would put on this side, but it does give you some options. And then on the back side of the backpack, you have this sort of pretty substantial pull that you can, or handle that you can hold on to. And then the straps themselves, the shoulder straps, are adjustable at the top and at the bottom, which is really nice. And then they have a chest strap as well. And the sort of, I guess this would be a negative on this bag, is I found it sort of difficult to move these straps from hoop to hoop. You can do it, but it does take a little bit of finagling, and sometimes you have to sort of pull it up. And you can see here I'm having a little bit of trouble getting this. I'll try it on the other side first, maybe. Yeah, obviously, I mean, it's pretty tough, but once you hear a little pop, then you can move it to a different location on the bag. So if I were to redesign the bag, I would make these chest straps a little easier to take on and off. It just could be that I just haven't used them a lot and moved them. So that would be sort of a deficiency to the bag, in my opinion. And then, of course, since the bag isn't waterproof or a little bit more water resistant, I would try to maybe seal up the zippers or something like that, so that if you do get caught in a downpour, you don't have water coming in your bag. Now this bag, they design it for commuters, and so as a commuter bag, I thought it worked really well. I thought overall the bag performed great. It was very comfortable. I've used it now for about 2 weeks, walking to work, and walk about a mile or so to work, and the bag felt great. I thought the other thing that was sort of neat is these zipper magnetic stoppers here work really well, because unless you are going on vacation or something like that, you really don't need to have the bag flat out, and so the pocket's deep enough. Now, where I'd also like to see this bag go in the future, the back portion here, I felt the channels weren't as deep as I would like to see them. So when the backpack's on, especially on a hot day, I felt like my back got a little bit too hot with the channels, because they just weren't deep enough, so I didn't have a lot of airflow on the backside. And I would like to see some type of hidden pocket in the back here, so that you could maybe put like your wallet and things that are next to your back rather than typically up here where potentially someone could just go in here and snag a wallet. I always like little passport pockets or something here. I feel it's a little bit safer when you have a backpack on. All in all though, I thought the color was pretty cool. I like how the bag, even when empty, it doesn't lose its form, doesn't sag, so that you can set it on the floor to get into stuff, which is really nice. Now it is 30 liters, so you can't really put a ton of stuff in the bag, but obviously I put a 15-inch laptop, that's a MacBook, and also had an iPad in there, and then there's still plenty of room for like clothes and things like that. But again, if you get caught in a downpour, just be aware that certain things are going to get wet inside the bag. So that's the only drawback to this bag versus some of the other bags that I've reviewed that are a little bit more waterproof. But all in all, I think it's great. And ROKA is a local company here in Austin. They sent me out some pretty cool things. They have a hat here, and this is the GP 1 series glasses. I actually have a review if you check that out on the sunglasses. Really nice. I rode 70 miles yesterday for the 4th, and the glasses work great, didn't fog up on me, so I was really excited about that. But if you want to check this out, $225, 30-liter bag. I think the price point's pretty much in line with other backpacks that I've reviewed, high quality backpacks, which I believe this is. So that's it. Anyway, if you like this review, please hit the subscribe button. That helps me get in products like this. Also, check out ROKA and gearmashers.com. That's the website, and I'll probably have a write-up on the site about this bag, go into a little bit more detail than I've gone in today. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.